Okay, y'all. So the first episode of Baddies USA was so good. You know how like the first episode of anything is just dragged out and they're talking and it's boring. This episode of Baddies USA was giving every single thing it was supposed to give. Let's start off with the first thing. I'm not happy about what happened. Okay. So I'm a Big Three fan, right? I personally think the Big Three run things, and I know y'all love to hear it and y'all hate to admit it, but it's just facts. The Big Three is running things, and I feel like they're gonna continue to run things this season, even though they're separated. That's the funny part about everything. But anyways, we ain't gotta talk about that right now. But I feel like with Lex and Summer, that fight to me was just graphic. You didn't beat up Cold Killer like that. You never gave that to Fana. You never gave that to Scott. You didn't do all of that to all of them girls. And this is why friendships are so rocky to me, because the one person that you were so cool with, you do that to her. Like Lex, I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I may not like Lex this season, to be really honest with you. But anywho, the episode starts off with the Bad Girls Club, the OGs, and I was just like, oh my god. Like, I was watching them, y'all, and I was just like, I'm not trying to be weird, but I just gotta keep it real. It was like I was in like amazement of how these girls low-key still look. How old were they when they did Bad Girls Club? Like 23, 24. They still look young. So I was just like, oh my god, I was just looking at them in amazement. They all look good. And then I knew Tanisha was gonna get there at some point. I didn't know it would be this first episode. That's why I said this episode gave everything it was supposed to. Tanisha showed up, and y'all, I don't know. It was just like, it was something about Tanisha showing up that was just like, oh my god. Like, I feel like I was seeing like somebody that I haven't seen in forever, which I haven't seen her on TV in forever, but it was nice to see Tanisha. I think that's all I'm trying to say. What happened now? I'm not going to really talk about what happened with Natalie and Persuasion and her leaving. Actually, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm not going to say Natalie is scary, but my thing is, Natalie, you always want to have house meetings, right? And you always want people to talk about what their issue is. Why you don't never want to talk about your issue with other people, but you want everybody else to talk about their issue with each other? I don't know what happened with her and Tanisha. I knew they were really cool at one point after BGC, but like, sit down and talk about it. Why you don't want to talk about it, Natalie? I don't get it. The fight with Summer and Mariah Lynn, I feel like it was unnecessary, but it was necessary because it's like, I guess Mariah wanted her sneak back. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna drag that out the whole season. Tinka, you lost. What? How did she say it? Nah, nah, Dolly, you lost. So this time it was kind of like Tinka was trying her hardest. Like, I don't know if she's still healing from her pregnancy or from her delivery. She was trying her hardest to keep up with Cold Killer of all people to keep up with, and she couldn't. And I was just like, what the heck is going on? Tinka, like, what's going on? Like, you don't know how to fight no more? I was confused, y'all. I'm like, Tinka Bella knows how to fight. So what's the problem? Like, I don't understand. Anna and Big Gretch. Why is Big Gretch back? I will never understand that. That situation was just dumb. I don't really know what they got going on, and I really don't really care. I like how when what is it, Suki was sitting down with the big three. First of all, I don't know why she was sitting with them. It just seemed so random and awkward, and like, why is she sitting with them? Like, not that she can't, but Suki don't know them and they don't know Suki. So it was just kind of like an awkward sit down. Like, why is she sitting with them? But it was just funny to me because I just feel like she was low-key telling them about themselves, but why? Maybe that's just how she is. I don't know. It just seems like an awkward scene. I was just so confused. Anywho, let's move on. Scotty's pregnant. I think it's so obvious that she was pregnant because Scotty with the body has a nice body. Like, her stomach is always on flat. So when I noticed her stomach was like bulging, like I said in another little TikTok I posted, I realized, like, yeah, she's pregnant. There's no way around it. And to be honest, y'all, I don't have nothing to say about anybody else. I'm not really happy to see the little three. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of them. I think they're boring.